This entire dialogue was generated by AI.
Your Majesty, they're here! They're at the gates!
How many?
I couldn't count them, sire. The whole valley. Torches to the horizon. Thousands!
And our walls?
Holding. For now. But the eastern gate won't last the night.
How long do we have?
By dawn, sire. Maybe less.
Tell me, do they fly a banner?
They do, Your Majesty. It's black, no crest, no colors. Just black.
So, he came after all.
You know them, sire?
I know him. I buried him 20 years ago, with my own hands. Apparently, I didn't dig deep enough.
What do we do?
We light every torch on these walls. Let him see exactly who he's come back for. Open the hall. The old king has one more war in him.
No actors, no microphones, and no weird voice changes between scenes. Right now, AI visuals have become unbelievably good. But the second a character opens their mouth, the whole thing falls apart. The voice either sounds flat,
or it morphs into a completely different person in the very next scene.
That's why I've spent the last 3 months buried in AI voice workflows, testing every major tool I could get my hands on. And I finally got a system that fixes all of it. So by the end of this video, our characters will sound human, emotional, and stay the exact same in every single scene. For this, I'm using Higgsfield for the visuals and 11 Labs for the voices. Both links are in the description, along with a free prompt pack that has every prompt used in this video, so you can follow along. And at the end, I'll even show you the exact method a top AI filmmaker uses to lock 2 characters, 2 voices, and a whole scene, all in a single generation. Let's dive in. We'll start with the mistake everyone makes. They type a line, hit generate, and accept whatever comes out. But here's the thing. By default, the AI just reads our words. It has no idea how to feel them or act on them. To fix that, we need to direct it, the same way you'd direct an actor. So inside 11 Labs, we'll head to text-to-speech, then we'll select 11v3 as our model. From here, we'll just choose a voice that matches our character. For this one, we'll pick Bradford and give it our script. Hit generate, and this is what happens when we just write a plain script in.
Something's wrong. I can feel it in the air tonight. I've checked every door, every window, twice. She's not coming back, is she? I keep setting 2 plates at the table, every single night, like a fool. And the men who took her are still out there, sleeping soundly in their beds. Not for long. So help me, I will find every last one of them.
To be fair, 11v3 gave us something that's already pretty good. It doesn't have that generic robotic tone we usually get from AI voices, but it could still be better. So to improve this, we'll write little cues in square brackets right inside the line. Cues like a long pause, a whisper, and an exhale. And it's not only sound effects, we can also add emotions like anxious or sad or angry, and the whole read shifts to match. Put a word in capital letters and the voice leans into it even harder. Once we've detailed all the directions we want, we'll hit generate speech.
Something's wrong. I can feel it in the air tonight. I've checked every door, every window, twice. She's not coming back. Is she? I keep setting 2 plates at the table, every single night, like a fool. And the men who took her are still out there, sleeping soundly in their beds. Not for long. So help me, I will find every last one of them.
And look at that. Suddenly there's a real range of emotions in there. We went from average actor to award-winning voice actor just by adding a couple of brackets in. Now we're going to put this exact technique to work and make a dialogue between a king and a messenger. But first, we want to use a voice that's unique to our character. To do that, we'll design one that matches our exact needs. So in 11 Labs, we'll open voices, hit create voice, and choose voice design. Here's the crucial part. How we write that description matters way more than you'd think. 11 Labs has a recommended order for this, and following it makes a real difference. We'll write our description starting with language and accent first, then gender and age, then the audio quality, then the persona and the emotion, and finally, the timbre and the pacing. There are 2 quick traps to dodge here. Don't use the word accent when you really mean intonation. And skip effect words like reverb or echo, because they break the voice instead of shaping it. There's also one setting we have to flip before we generate. We'll turn off generate preview text, so the model reads our line instead of its own. We'll keep the guidance scale around 40% and the loudness near 75. Here's a tip. If the voice comes out stiff, we drop the guidance a little. And if the accent isn't landing, we push it up. So for our king, we'll describe an ancient ruler in his late 70s. Deep and gravelly, slow and commanding, like a man who's worn the crown for 50 years. We'll generate, and here's the result we got.
Gone. 50 years I have sat on this throne. I have buried sons. I have buried friends. I have sent 10,000 men to die for this kingdom, and they went. They marched into the dark because I asked them to. And now I am told the last of them looked at the banners, looked at the crown, and simply walked home. No final stand, no last word. They just left. After everything. Cowards.
I love this because the king genuinely sounds scary. Something about it makes me feel like the old man still got it. We'll save that as our king's voice. Then we'll do the exact same thing for the messenger. We'll describe his voice as young, breathless, the words tumbling out, the complete opposite of the king. This is the most anxious take I got, and I'll save it as our messenger. From now on, every line either character speaks pulls from that one saved voice. Think of it like a fingerprint. Different scenes, different emotions, but the same voice underneath every single time. And that's 2 human voices, locked. Now we'll put both pieces together. The cues from earlier and the 2 voices we just locked in. So it's time to actually generate the dialogue. We'll go back to text-to-speech in 11 Labs, and this time we'll pick our saved messenger voice. From here, we'll paste our script in line by line with the cues we want each character to act on. So for the messenger's opening line, we'll write the panic right into the brackets, a rushing, rattled cue at the start, and a yell on the words that should break. We'll hit generate, and we'll keep the one that lands hardest. Then we'll switch to our king voice, paste his line, add his cues, and generate again. And we'll repeat that same process, line by line, all the way down. By the end, we've got the full dialogue, 2 characters, every line in the right voice. But right now, that's all they are, voices. To bring them to life, we need to actually see these characters speak. And that's where things got messy for me. I spent months perfecting this workflow. The big part of why it took me that long is this mistake right here. And it's the exact mistake you'll make too if you don't finish this video. Here's the idea. We take a still picture of our character, we feed it our audio, and a tool moves the mouth to match the words. In Higgsfield, that tool is Lip Sync Studio. We'll open the video tab, click Lip Sync Studio, upload our character's image, and upload our voice clip. We do not type the line into the text box, or it generates a brand new voice and throws away everything we just built. I tested every model Higgsfield had that could take our own audio, and the only one that worked decently was Kling Avatars 2.0. And here's the honest part. When it comes to following the audio, it's incredible. The lips hit our words with near perfect accuracy, but the visuals are where it falls apart. Just look at this.
I couldn't count them, sire. The whole valley. Torches to the horizon. Thousands!
We're left with 2 bad options on this one. Option 1, we get ambitious. We let the character move, gesture, and react. And it glitches. The face melts, the body warps, and sometimes the teeth disappear entirely. So we generate again and again, just hoping for one clean take. Or option 2, we play it safe. We tell the model to lock the camera and barely move. Now the sync is clean, but the shot is stiff and lifeless, just a talking head frozen in place. Either way, we lose. I want to be clear, this isn't me dragging Kling. It's a great tool for what it's built for. This is just the ceiling of lip sync right now. And I learned this the hard way. So let me save you the trouble and show you what really works. This workflow flips the whole problem around. Instead of taking a still and forcing its mouth to move, we'll generate the entire shot from scratch and lock our voice to it. For this, we'll use Seedance 2.0 inside Higgsfield. But Seedance has one quirk we have to work around. It won't take an audio file as a reference yet, it takes a video. So here's the trick. We turn each voice clip into a video of a plain black screen. We drop our audio over a black background in any editor. And here's one gotcha that'll trip you up. Seedance Seedance rejects anything under about 2 seconds, so we pad short lines out to at least 3 seconds. Once we're done, we export the clip. That black video is what we hand Seedance, so we lock in our character voice. Now for the visuals, we'll give it 2 reference boards. One board for the character who's speaking, so the face stays identical from shot to shot, and one board for the location, so every angle lands in the same room. Then we'll describe the scene, what the character is doing, where the camera sits, the emotion, and the line they're speaking. We'll do this one line at a time. Stitch the clips together in any editor you like, add some background music, polish the transitions, and look at that.
Your Majesty, they're here! They're at the gates!
How many?
I couldn't count them, sire. The whole valley. Torches to the horizon. Thousands!
And our walls?
Holding. For now. But the eastern gate won't last the night.
How long do we have?
By dawn, sire. Maybe less.
Tell me, do they fly a banner?
They do, Your Majesty. It's black, no crest, no colors, just black.
So, he came after all.
You know them, sire?
I know him. I buried him 20 years ago, with my own hands. Apparently, I didn't dig deep enough.
What do we do?
We light every torch on these walls. Let him see exactly who he's come back for. Open the hall. The old king has one more war in him.
It's the exact voice we designed. The face never drifts, and the shot looks like a real film. That's the same conversation that fell apart under lip sync, but we rebuilt it the right way. It may have cost us a few more credits and a little more editing, but this is the workflow that finally gets us consistent voices in AI videos. Now, remember that single generation method I teased at the start? That's your bonus for making it this far. I learned this one from AI filmmaker PJ Ace, who got it from the filmmaker Cavan Cardosa. So everything we just did was one line at a time. But here's where it gets crazy. Seedance can generate a back and forth between 2 characters in a single generation. And to prove it works on anything, let's switch genres entirely to a love story. The setup is the same trick we did earlier. We'll make a black video for each voice, the woman's and the soldier's. Then we hand Seedance both character references, and we'll write the whole script, the location, and the theme into one prompt. A rain-slick train platform, 1943, a soldier and the girl he's leaving behind. We hit generate, and this is the scene we have.
Don't go. Please. Not yet.
I have to. You know I have to.
Then promise me. Promise you'll come back.
Always. I will always come back to you.
2 faces, 2 locked voices, a full conversation in one generation. And honestly, it's kind of magic. But I promised you transparency, so here are the limits. Seedance caps a single generation at 15 seconds, so this only works for short exchanges. And it reperforms the lines from the voice print, so it's not the exact voice we designed, just a close replica of it from Seedance. For a quick 2-line moment, it's unreal. I'd personally use this on my own projects. But for a full scene, we'll still want the 1 line at a time workflow from the last section. Just use the right tools for the right job. So that's how we get realistic dialogue and consistent voices in our AI videos. From a flat amateur read to a full conversation between 2 characters that never drifts. And remember that prompt pack I promised earlier? Every voice setup, every prompt, and every cue I used in this video is sitting inside it. We can run the visuals and the single shot scene inside Higgsfield, plus 11 labs for the voices. The links are all in the description, so we can start building our own talking characters today. But here's the thing. A talking character is just one piece of the puzzle. Knowing how to direct an actual scene around them is what turns clips into films. And to learn how to do that, you can click the video on screen now.